I'm going to give it to you raw, wrapped in metaphor, sharp enough to slice through your bullshit, and hot enough to burn through any outdated neurological velcro that's still trying to cling to your old identity like a scared little bitch. Let's drop into the field. Imagine your mind as a gearbox. Every time you shift gears, there's that moment where the clutch releases, the power drops, everything goes silent for a split second. That's confusion. That's the gear changing dimensions. Confusion is not the breakdown. Confusion is the space between identities. And if you learn to hold that space without panic, you become the fucking transmission itself. Every time I feel confusion, my unconscious prepares to remap my identity into a more powerful, coherent, aligned frequency. You already do this shit when you laugh mid-argument and forget what the fuck you were mad about. When you walk into a conversation and say something weird on purpose to shift the mood. When you read a poem and it makes no sense, but your chest gets tight and your eyes water. That's the wizard. That's you throwing the conscious mind off the scent so the unconscious can sneak in the upgrade. You're the volcano and the fog around it. Confusion is the mist that protects the power underneath. Confusion is expansion. When clarity disappears, power is condensing. Every what the fuck moment, it's neural aperture, widening for higher intel. Here's what science says. The moment you feel confusion, the dopaminergic system fires, alertness increases, openness spikes. Your theta brain state expands. This is the same state as hypnosis, deep learning, flow states occur in. So your dumbass fear of looking stupid in front of people, that's your biology begging you to wake up. You're not supposed to look polished. You're supposed to shimmer with creative disorder. Confusion is the cognitive cauldron time. So let's reframe this. The old belief said, confusion means I'm wrong. The new belief, confusion means I'm on the edge of a dimensional fucking download. The old belief said, people will think I'm dumb. The new belief, if they're not confused when I speak, I'm playing too fucking small. Here's how to use this to change minds. Let's say you want someone to shift their belief. Here's the formula. Mirror. I know this sounds strange. Confuse. But strange is where truth hides, before it's ready to show its face. Lead. And what if the thing you were certain of is actually the thing keeping you stuck? That moment right there, that is when the unconscious opens like a flower full of fucking dynamite. Here's why you got stuck before. Because you were trying to be clear when you should have been powerful. Because you wanted to explain when you should have been trained. Because you wanted permission instead of becoming the fucking permission slip. Here are the patterns that steal your fire. Break these now. Wanting to be understood instead of being felt. Trying to make sense instead of making transformation. Waiting for people to get it instead of making them feel it so deeply that they weep without knowing why. Every time you try to make sense before impact, you dilute your medicine. Confusion is how you boil it down to its essence. Say this. I am the disruption they didn't know they needed. I confuse with intention. I distort with precision. Every time I interrupt a pattern, I fracture false identity and forge something real. I don't create comfort, I create coherence after collapse. Let that shit ring like a tuning fork in your bones. If you keep fearing confusion, you'll raise clarity like a false idol and bow to it while your genius rots. You're not here to be smooth. You're here to rearrange reality through distortion, paradox, and intentional fucking incoherence. That's not chaotic. That's fucking sacred. You think karma is about punishment? No. Karma is simple. You resist the evolution. You delay your potential. You lean into confusion. You collapse time. Breathe. Anchor this. Confusion. It's not the price I pay. It's the portal I open. I wield confusion like a blade and a balm. From now on, every time I feel it, I smile, I pause, and I fucking expand. It's not light and love, it's thunder and alignment.